How did you kind of scale that acquisition later on to kind of the different channels? Like I'm sure you invested a lot more into like kind of the buy channels, partner channels, and then still a lot of investment in the sales side of things. So curious how you scaled yourself on the sales side.
I think there's also a lot of things that didn't change, and I still, there's not a given week where I'm not maxed out on my, LinkedIn connections and messaging people to take a look at our product or go in for an interview. That's never changed. We have a leaderboard at work where we rank like most number of qualified outbound leads, and I feel really disgusting if I'm not in that like top 2 slot. So I make sure I'm in there all the time, and in fact, even last year we run like loads of spiffs and competitions against me. Like that should never change as a founder. You will never get out of selling, and you should make sure that is in the DNA of in your company. But everything I was doing 4 years ago, I am still doing today when it comes to outbound. Yeah, I'll probably be up late tonight prospecting. I'll probably ask all of you to buy our product right after this. This is why Anastasia is here, to make sure you don't leave without, buying. So yeah, you kind of got to be ruthless about it. Then other things, more organically that we found, like like grow channels that suck, or like Reddit ads. Like what? Like who the fuck buys from that? I don't. Then things that work really well is like, oh, we just like write a lot of like founder based content on Reddit that I mostly draft myself, and starts interesting conversations that people like, and that's like that outperforms like Google Ads sometimes. And we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on Google Ads, so it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, give some like tips, for some of the first time founders on sales, right? Like what are some of the things that you've learned that have like are working now versus, before? What are some kind of hacks that you found to be effective when trying to close some of these bigger deals?
I would say go in person. Like it was really hard for us because we started peak COVID. Like this is like pre second vaccine coming out, This is like right in the heat of it. So no one was trying to hang out. I didn't even see my co-founder for like 1.5 years. But once we started getting, once we were coming out of it a bit more, things were going back to normal. We were very gung-ho about getting on the plane, visiting our customers, and we would talk about anything. We would talk about work, we talk about their kids, we would hang out and be their friends. Like I've been to their weddings, like they bought me wedding gifts. They're a big part of our lives now. And yeah, going in person is probably the greatest hack even today. We're constantly on the plane and traveling around to meet them. Then yeah, the other thing that I think LinkedIn is so underrated and powerful. We get a bunch of leads just every post that I make. So making sure that you're top of mind for your customers. They might not buy today, they might not buy a year from now, but they'll remember you. Like we just had someone reach out. I won't say the company, but was probably the 4th company I've ever did a demo with, reached out to us yesterday and said, we're ready. So, and we just remain relevant in their minds for a very long time.
Wow, amazing.